Hey, imagine being questioned by the police for more than 12 hours. You're exhausted, you're scared, you just want to go home. After hours of pressure, you're told that if you admit to a crime, everything will be easier. Even though you're innocent, you eventually confess. It may sound unbelievable, but this has happened to many innocent people. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ashley Schuler, and today I'd like to share information about the psychology behind false confessions. This topic is important because many people believe that innocent people would never confess to a crime that they did not commit. However, research has shows that certain psychological factors and interrogation techniques can lead innocent individuals to confess falsely. Today, I will explain what a false confession is, why they happen, and how they affect the criminal justice system. Now that you have an overview of my topic, let's begin by discussing what a false confession actually is. A false confession occurs when someone admits to committing a crime that they did not commit. Psychologists generally identify three types of confessions. The first is voluntary false confessions, where someone confesses without any police pressure. This is rare and may happen because someone wants attention, they feel guilty about something unrelated, or they're trying to protect another person. The second type is coerced compliant confession. This happens when someone confesses simply to escape an intense interrogation, avoid punishment, or because they believe confessing is the quickest way to end the situation. The third type is coerced internalized confession, where after hours of questioning, an innocent person actually begins to believe that they forgot their own memory and believes that they committed the crime. According to the American Psychological Association 2024 resource, psychology topic, forensic psychology. Psychologists study how memory, stress, and behavior influence decision making within the criminal justice system. Now that we define false confessions, let's look at why they happen. False confessions usually don't happen because someone decides to lie. Instead, they often result from psychological pressure. Long interrogations can leave people mentally exhausted. Lack of sleep, stress, fear, and anxiety can make it difficult to think clearly. Some people begin to believe that confession is their only way out. Certain individuals are also more vulnerable than others. Juveniles, people with intellectual disabilities, and those with certain mental health conditions are more likely to provide false confessions under pressure. According to the Innocent Project article, False confessions have played a role in approximately 29% of wrongful convictions later overturned through DNA evidence. These findings demonstrate that psychological factors can significantly influence a person's decision making during interrogation. Understanding why false confessions happen help us recognize their impact on the criminal justice system. You may ask why this matter. False confessions don't just affect the person who confessed. They can have serious consequences for everyone involved. When an innocent person is convicted, the actual offender may still remain free, allowing additional crimes to occur. False confessions can also reduce public confidence in the justice system. One well-known example is the case of the Central Park Five. In 1989, five teenagers were falsely confessed to a violent assault after a lengthy interrogation. Years later, DNA evidence and other factors such as the individual's confession provided that they were innocent. According to the National Institute of Justice 2023 publication Wrongful Conviction, improving investigative practices and using objective evidence are important in reducing wrongful convictions. As I conclude, I'd like to return to the question that I asked in the beginning. Could you confess to a crime that you did not commit? Most people immediately say no. However, psychological research has shown that under extreme stress, exhaustion, and pressure, false confessions can happen to ordinary people. Today, we learned what a false confession are, why they occur, and how they affect the criminal justice system. Understanding psychology behind false confessions help us better understand the challenges investigators, psychologists, and the legal system face when seeking the truth. Thank you for your time and attention. Now I would like to show you Sherman. Sherman is something that my uncle gave me that he was also falsely convicted of a crime, and he confessed it knowing that he was innocent, and then later on DNA proved that he was innocent. I value my